Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the second day of Frostivus update. Yes, we have updated the game. Look at this new map right here. Oh, isn't this beautiful, man? It's got like snow and, you know, like it's like purple and shit now. But at least it's not gray anymore. No, I really like the new map. I think it looks so much better. We have improved the game all around. We have improved the balance of the game. Remember how when I last showed you this, it was like pretty damn easy and not really a problem? Yeah, that's no longer true. It is really hard. It is really hard. And this is also not my first attempt at trying to record it. So I can show you the entire thing, because we did not get through this thing in the first try. And you're not supposed to. Right? So, the second day of Frostivus, I'm really happy with our progress. I think it's starting to look really cool. I think it's starting to look like a more complete game than it was before. And I think you can really see what we are doing with it and what we're trying to do with it now. Now, let me go ahead and explain... let me go ahead and just like explain as we go through this what I still want to change about it and how where we still want to add things, right? Because it's not complete, it's not feature complete, not yet. But... grand scheme of things, this is the game, right? So you still have got the horde, it's coming in, it's scary, it's spooky. We have a new special, these little spiders right here. So what these guys try to do is they look for somebody to suicide on. You saw how the spider was running towards Pig God and then exploded on top of him. Yeah, so the way those spiders work, and they've got like really cool AI. Chris can't stop talking about it, but it is really cool, right? So they've got really cool AI, because what the spider tries to do, it tries to find the spot where the AoE of its suicide attack overlaps with the most enemy heroes. And if it is dropping lower in HP, it will settle for less and less heroes that it hits with that suicide attack. Right? So if it's only at 50% HP, instead of trying to hit 4 or 5 heroes, it will just try to hit 1 or 2. Right, or 2 or 3 actually at 50%. So that's the idea of the spiders. So I think they are a super cool unit, right? They're really interesting. You see there's another spider incoming. So what you want to do against the spiders, you either want to nuke them down or split up. Right, you want to split, split, split. Now there's the Nagas. Now, the Nagas are kind of like a big controversial thing, I guess, in the context of this game. Where everybody's always complaining about the Nagas. Now let me go and say one thing. The Nagas are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. But... we're going to change them a little bit. I do agree that they're a bit frustrating, and it's just kind of like sucks that they just stun you permanently and you can't really get out of it. Now, I do want them to be really punishing though. So the way we're going to change the Naga is that while the Naga is sleeping you, it drains its own HP, right? So you're going to be fighting the Naga, and while you fight the Naga, well actually when it sleeps you, it starts dealing damage to itself. Right, and as a result, it should be a lot more possible to actually, you know, get out of there. Even if you are playing a hero that doesn't really have a good way of dealing with her, if you just nuke her down a little bit, let's say you're playing Abaddon. Abaddon has no way to interrupt the sleep, which, one thing I want to clarify, the sleep gets interrupted by any sort of disable. And once it is interrupted, the Naga will, it will start it up again, but it has a long cooldown. It's got like a 40-second cooldown or 30-second cooldown, something like that. It's got a long cooldown, and it has a 3-second startup time, like 3-second cast point. Very easy to interrupt. The Nagas are also super squishy. It's very easy to just like kill them. Right, let me go and summon some more skeletons. These skeletons are like super important here. Anyway. Yeah, you can see this is tough, but it's supposed to be. But yeah, we should be able to get through this just fine. Anyway, this is where it gets really difficult. Hello, Mr. Tank. Yup, this guy now shows up in the middle of Act 1. He no longer waits until the Act 1 is already basically done. Nope, he is here to fight. So we're gonna go ahead and fight him. Although I'm actually getting beaten up pretty bad. Alright, let's get out of there. Cool thing about this guy is that he shows up just when... oh, he dropped something. What is it? Who picked it up? Oh! Stone skin armor. There we go. Cool. So that's another new feature. Yeah, we have some special drops. So we have OAA items and Silbreaker items. right? Like we have items from Open Angel Arena, and then we have items from Siltbreaker that only the tanks drop. So if you kill a tank, you get a special item drop that you can only get from a tank. That also changes in power depending on how far into the game you are. And that is a special unique item. There are solutions in there, there's stone skin armor in there. There are also, again, Siltbreaker items in there. So if you want to play that with that flopping thing, you know, that like seal flop, you can do that. That's a special item you can drop. Alright. Gotta kill these. Oh god. These Venomancers are a real struggle. Oh shit. Okay, don't worry. We got it. We gotta get to this Venomancer. This guy is scary. Like, the Spitters are easily the scariest unit. But they're supposed to be scary, right? Like, again, the game's supposed to be hard. But it is beatable. I know that, because I have beaten it. Alright, like, that's kind of how I judge that. Is the game beatable? Well, have I beaten it? Yes. Okay, cool. If I can't beat it myself, then I make it easier. But if I can't beat it, I'll probably still make it easier, but not as much. Now, this is actually where you guys can help me a bit. I would really love it if you guys could try out the game mode. I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description, right? And if you could play the game, and after you have played the game, you could leave me some feedback about how difficult you think the game is and how difficult it should be, right? Because again, it is hard. It is supposed to be hard, but I'm worried it is a little bit too hard right now. And if you guys could just give me some feedback regarding that, that would be super helpful, right? Just like play the game and see how does it feel, how difficult is it? Can you actually get through it, or is it just too much, or is it unappealing because of the difficulty? Do you like it because of the difficulty, right? Like, the difficulty is something that I'm still trying to figure out. Also, look at this map, isn't this great? And it's not even done yet. Like, it's not done at all. We are still adding stuff to the map. Look at Roshan. He's got an animation now. It's like super goofy and super funny. Right, I love it. Oh, Crystallis is huge. Crystallis is so huge. Crystallis is the best pickup you can get as Wraith King. It is actually so good, because it just means more skeletons. There is a tank over there. Do we want to fight the tank? Now, this is something I still want to do, because there is a tank that hides around here. And, well, I think we can. We didn't manage to do so earlier, but earlier we also weren't in as good of a shape. I think we're in really good shape right now. So, get that weight of disco, let's fight the tank. Alright. Anyway. Right, so there is a tank in Act 2. The tank is entirely optional. It's really important to keep in mind, in my opinion. Right, like, you trigger the tank by going into this area, and then he usually shows up and just challenges you. There it is. Now, something I want to do is I want to reveal the tank on the map. I want it to be so that you know there is a tank here, which currently you don't. It's really difficult to tell what you're going up against, and I think that shouldn't be the case, but yeah. Anyway, time to Whale of Discord, and no, I really don't want to get hit by that. Speed him up. Okay, yeah, we just got a stun on me. Man, that stone skin really coming through. Keeping us going. Let's go, boy! Alright, we got him. Come here, you piece of shit. And he did drop an item. Hull Transplant too. There you go. Tank also drops 10 presence. So if you want to be fast, killing the tank is the best way to do it, right? If you're trying to speedrun this game, you want to kill the tank, because the tank gives you 10 presence. That's a lot of presence. Right, that is a lot of them. Anyway, the regular creep camps, these right here, they only give 5. Right, and other than that, you just have to look for the ones that are scattered around the map. Anyway, we have a lot of them picked up now. I've also reduced the slowing on the presence. They used to slow you by 10% for each present you have. Now they only slow you by 5. I do think it's good that they slow you, but the slow was a bit too much. Anyway, where is Roshan? Oh, he's chilling down there. Oh, there's actually a lot more presence down there, which is nice. Which is nice. Alright, alright, alright.
Take the same.
Oh, this is actually going really quick. We're doing really well here, which is cool. Right, so, again, this game is meant to be something you can speedrun, right? Like, speedrunning was part of the design. If that's something you're into, then I'm sure you will appreciate the fact that you can speedrun it. But if it's not, then, well, then you probably don't care. Right, then you're probably just annoyed that it's so difficult. Anyway, In Act 2, I don't really want to add much more. I want to add that you can see the tank on the map at all times, but that's about it. Now, I haven't actually talked about what I want to add in Act 1, because I didn't get around to doing that. But I want to add an additional objective into Act 1, where you have to leave the base and then go down into, like, past the stairs into, like, the downward area and the downhill area, and pick up some sleigh parts that you have to bring back to the sleigh. And you have to pick that. I do that twice. And it is, and the sleigh parts are in random locations. Oh, do I have a Sage now? Thank you. I'll take it. Second Sage in Yasha, let's go. Alright, it seems we've got this under control. Like, we do have a really good team here. Like, this team of players definitely knows what they are doing. They've all played this before. Like, I recognize them. We gotta do this. But this is kind of my problem, right? Like, with figuring out the difficulty of the game. Because right now, you're seeing what it looks like when a team of people that have played this game before and that know what they're doing and that know how to go about this and know how to approach it and know what to look out for. What it looks like when they do it, right? Like, when we play this, we already know what to expect and what to do, right? But I wonder what it looks like for somebody that doesn't have that kind of party. Somebody that doesn't have that kind of experience and is more playing with a few random people, you know. And I wonder if in that scenario the game is just impossible. And if it is, then I think we should make it easier. But yeah, then again, you also have to keep in mind we're not actually really communicating here, right? We're just playing. The only thing is we know what there is to do, and I feel like that's something you can figure out just by playing. Right, anyway, I think we should go here and, like, just look for some presents. And as I say, we don't communicate. I communicate, but anyway. Look at this lighting. Isn't that cool? Right, and look at how dark the map is. Dude, we just need the music, and then it's, like, fucking beautiful. Oh, this right here is a problem. Yes, the kicker is currently really annoying. The kicker is causing some issues because he keeps kicking people out of the map. Or into trees. We're going to fix that. That will not be an issue once, you know... Once it is fixed, I suppose, right? But it is kind of annoying. Anyway, so Act 1, I want a few additional objectives like that. And then Act 2, I currently think is pretty much on point. I don't want to change anything about this except for the tank. And I think I'm going to add in more presence scattered around the map so the act goes a little bit faster, right? I think it currently takes a bit too long to complete it, right? So I don't like that it takes so long, and I do not like that you can't see the tank. And that's it. Other than that, I'm completely happy. Oh, and of course I'm unsure about the difficulty, but anyway. I feel like I've talked enough about that. Oh, hey. Sorry, man. So you see how those nagas are just, like, really easy to deal with if you pay attention? Like, have you noticed how we never really run into trouble because of the nagas? Because we just know what they do and we know how to deal with them, we know how to prevent it. And they're just not an issue. Like, they're absolute run killers. They're absolute game killers. For a team that doesn't know what the nagas do, but if you do, then they're just not an issue. Anyway, by the way, the Abaddon did drop a heart transplant. Heart transplant is super good. I think it's one of the 2 best drops you can get out of there. The best one I think is Lucian's, but it is one of the, like, really, really good ones you can get. I really like the stone skin armor as well. It's super helpful. Alright, we are slowed a lot right now. But, how many do we have? We've got 3 here. Damn, we're missing 2 presents. We need 2 more presents. Yeah. It's not really much of a point to, like, going back if we're missing 2 presents. Oh, there we go. Alright, I got him. Let's go. Let's go. Not really a problem. Oh yeah, that guy still gets gold, he shouldn't. I think that's actually a really easy fix. I should really fix that. Pretty sure that's a really easy one. Because, like, it's literally just a value. What is the bounty on this creep, right? And if you just make it 0, then it just isn't a bounty, so... Yeah, anyway. We have our presence. The act is complete. And now we're gonna go back and deliver. Right, just turn it in really quick. Thank you. Take this, take this. Who needs boots anyway? Goodbye, boots. Get out of here, nerds. I don't need you. I got 2 Saint Yashas. What do I need boots for? Alright. We just gotta get this Abaddon close. And there we go. We have completed the act. Now, Act 3 is currently what I consider to be quite incomplete. It still needs a lot more. So, Act 3, in my eyes, is really supposed to just be about fighting and going hard. Right? Like, Act 3 is... Like, Act 1 is establish the game, play some minor objectives, get through the early stages. Act 2 is survive the jungle, play the objectives, right? Like, really go and just, like, play, you know, like an objective-based kind of gameplay. And Act 3 is supposed to just be hard fighting. Hard fighting. Right? Like, go at it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to add a total of 3 breakpoints. One of them already exists, so I guess we're only going to add 2, but you get the idea. There will be a total... Oh, you got slapped. Oh, that's no good. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay, ultimate, yeah. Ooh, thank God we've got that going on. Alright. Am I dead? Yes, that spitter's going to kill me. It's fine, we have resurrection. And my skeletons do not give a shit about the spitter, so let's go. Aghanim's. Aghanim's is actually really nice for me. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, we get that. So Act 3 is really just supposed to be fighting, hard fighting. Right? So this right here would be the first break. Whenever this railroad shows up, there's a pause in the game. And in that pause, we're going to have, you go up against a giant wave of enemies, right? So there will be a gate here. That gate opens slowly. And then you have to survive against a giant horde of enemies just crushing you. And then after you've done that, the game continues as normal. I really need to upgrade my items here. My items aren't very good. There's a Shiva's Guardian. Shiva's is actually really nice to have. I'm gonna drop the Vanguard. Oh, you're getting slept. Don't worry, I got you. Vanguard is, it's okay. It's really good in Act 2. It's not that great in Act 3. The sleigh is not really supposed to be attackable, so yeah. We're also gonna add in an animation for this guy. He doesn't currently have one. Oh, a butterfly. I'll take that. That's a nice item to have. Definitely better than what I currently do have. Alright, I don't really need any of this stuff. But yeah, so we now would have made it past the first break, where again there's just a giant horde of enemies coming down and you need to defend. Then there will be a second break, where you have to go up against a tank, as well as a giant horde of enemies. And then there will be a third break, in which you have to go up against 2 tanks, which is the only time you will ever in the entire game have to go up against 2 tanks. But you have to go up against 2 tanks as well as a giant horde of enemies. Again, Act 3 is really just supposed to be fighting. Go at it. Show me what you're made of, right? You've made it through the jungle. You've clearly shown that you can do objective-based gameplay. Now I need you to prove to me that you can actually do like a real hard fight. Just like enemies over enemies coming at you, swarming at you, out of nowhere with no breaks. Just everything fucking you up. If you can't get out of there, alright. Then show me if you can do a boss fight. Alright, like that's the idea, that's the general plan. Anyway, I love the map now. It's got these like Christmas lights, which is really cute. I really need to pick up some better items here. These spiders, by the way, they spawn in bigger wars. Not waves. Wars? I can't speak. I'm sorry. They spawn in bigger waves, right? Like, so they, we have like a value for them. Where in Act 1, there's always a single spider that spawns at once. In Act 2, there's 2. No, I think it's 3. And in Act 3, it's 5. Anyway. Okay. We're doing fine here. So this would be like kind of the break point. Or like the break phase a little bit. Where you just kind of get to relax and push the sleigh. And we're probably going to speed the sleigh up a little bit. So it feels more satisfying when you're actually just getting to push it. And then right here is the second intermission. Right? Oh, Satanic. Oh, and a soul cross. That is what I was hoping for. Thank you. I really don't need Saint Yasha. I started just not having boots in Act 3. It's just not that important. But yeah. Spooters. Those guys are spooky, man. They're like really scary. Okay, let's get ourselves 25% additional lifesteal, because why not? Because why not? Oh, a Daedalus. That's better than my Crystalus. I do want it though. Like I do want both. You know, it sounds a bit weird, but it's actually really nice to just have that additional, yeah, that additional crit chance. Because this is actually a really low crit chance, only 15%, not very high at all. And again, it does synergize with our Mortal Strike, right? So we do get more skeletons, which we are trying to spam these as often as possible. Alright, go and get you, my friend. Yeah, he's pretty strong. They're like little mini tanks, except they kick you and are really annoying. But you can see, we're actually managing to get through it. It's challenging, but possible. Oh shit. Okay, we're good. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't think I need a Battle Fury. Not right now. Hey, what's up, man? I'm just gonna stone skin up. Just beat him up. This guy is definitely too weak. But again, keep in mind, there's supposed to be like a giant horde of enemies that comes at you. Right now, he doesn't really have that. Did he drop something? He's supposed to always drop something, but I'm not sure if that currently works. No, I don't think he actually dropped something. Again, the tanks do have their own unique little list of items they can drop that you cannot get in any other way. And, oh well. Sometimes it doesn't work properly. That's actually, I don't know, it's just like a minor thing that needs fixing that just nobody has done yet. Right, like there's a lot of busy work, like a lot of cleaning up we have to do, and we are on it. It's just a lot, it just takes a while, you know, like it's that simple. We just gotta make sure we have all of it taken care of, and well, we're on it. We've got like 3 more days, so let's try our hardest, right? Anyway, I think this is already looking so much better than what it did look like before. I'm really happy with it, right? I think it's something that's actually like quite fun and enjoyable. I hope you guys like it too, right? And we're about to go into Act 4. I'm pretty much at the exact time I want to. Right. Anyway. Hello, my friends. Now, Act 4 is, of course, the boss fight. The boss fight, again, it's not quite done yet, but it's already a lot more done than it was last time. Right, last time the boss really had like 2 abilities, 3 I think. Now it's quite a bit more than that. Alright, let's get in here. We've also managed to get him a little bigger. Still looks a little bit quirky. Hey, at least he's bigger. Alright. Actually really shouldn't use this here, it's not very useful. Okay, so this is just pound into him. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up. Oh, shit. Okay, we got stunned. Is he gonna do something? We have just kind of got him disabled a lot. We're just gonna get through it without him getting to do anything. Yeah, we need to give him Kraken Shell or something so he purges out of shit. Okay, more Sunstrike. Oh, we got stunned. He's still silenced. Oh, he's dead. Well, anyway. Okay, so the boss isn't quite done yet, but hey, we're working on it. Yeah, we really gotta give him like status resistance. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please try out the game so I can get some feedback on how difficult it is and all of that. Link down below, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.